Today we're talking about some big news in the world of aviation. Turkey's fifth-generation fighter jet, the Kaan, just conducted its first successful test flight. This is a major milestone, not just for Turkey, but for the global aerospace industry. So let's break it down in simple terms, shall we? What is the Kaan? Imagine a super stealthy, super powerful jet fighter. That's basically the Kaan. It's Turkey's first attempt at building a 5th-gen fighter, which means it's packed with cutting-edge technology like invisibility cloak. Picture the Kaan as a ninja of the skies. It has special shapes that bend radar waves away, making it almost invisible to enemy radar. Think smooth curves and angles, like a sleek pebble instead of a boxy building. It even wears a special radar-absorbing coat that soaks up detection waves, making it even harder to spot. This secret power lets the Kaan sneak up on enemies before they know what hit them. Hidden weapons. Forget clunky weapons hanging under its wings. The Kaan hides its missiles and rockets in secret compartments called weapons bays, like a cool jacket hiding gadgets. This sleek design reduces drag, meaning it flies faster and farther without needing as much fuel. Plus, keeping the weapons hidden makes the Kaan even stealthier, giving it a surprise attack advantage. Superpowered senses. Imagine the Kaan having superpowered eyes and ears. Its radar sees much further and clearer than older jets, like spotting a tiny ant on your phone screen from miles away. This lets the pilot know exactly where other planes are, even if they're trying to hide. Even cooler, it can see in different ways, like using heat to track enemies even at night or in bad weather. It's like having X-ray vision and night vision all in one. This multi-sensory power helps the Kaan find and track enemies before they even know they're in danger. Super speed without getting tired. Imagine flying at super fast speeds but not running out of fuel quickly. That's the Kaan's secret. Unlike older jets that need a quick burst of power, like a temporary boost button that uses tons of fuel, the Kaan can fly super fast for a long time without getting tired. This special ability, called Super Cruise, lets it stay in action longer and cover more ground, giving it a big advantage in any fight. The first flight. On February 21, 2024, the Kaan took to the skies for the first time. It was a short flight, just 13 minutes, but it was a critical step in the development process. The pilot reported everything went smoothly, reaching an altitude of 8,000 feet and a speed of 230 knots. Why is this a big deal? Imagine buying groceries from someone else all the time, even though you have the land and skills to grow your own. That's kind of how things were for Turkey's Air Force. They mainly relied on fighter jets built by other countries. The Kaan changes that. It's like Turkey growing its own super powerful superfood of a jet. Here's why it matters. Independence. No more relying on others. With the Kaan, Turkey gains control over its air power, making them less dependent on other nations. This is a big deal for any country wanting to be strong and secure. Exports. Imagine selling your awesome homegrown veggies to everyone else. That's the potential with the Kaan. If it's as good as Turkey hopes, they could sell it to other countries, boosting their economy and influence. Regional power. Think of air superiority as having the best team on the dodgeball court. The Kaan, if it lives up to its promises, could give Turkey a major advantage in the air over its neighbors. This could influence things like security and border disputes. Of course, just like your veggies need time to grow, the Kaan still needs development and testing. But it's a big step forward for Turkey, and it'll be interesting to see how it shakes things up in the future. Second, the Kaan could change the balance of power in certain regions. If it lives up to its promises, it could be a game changer in terms of air superiority. Of course, there are still some questions. The Kaan is like a young chick taking its first steps. It's exciting, but it still needs time to grow and learn. Here's what we still need to figure out. Can it handle the heat? More tests are needed to see how the Kaan performs in different weather conditions, from scorching deserts to freezing mountains. Can it handle the stress of high-speed maneuvers and intense combat situations? Is it packing the right punch? We need to see how the Kaan's weapon systems work and how they compare to other 5th-gen fighters like the F-35 and Su-57. Does it have the firepower and technology to outsmart and outfight its rivals? Can it stay on budget? Developing a fighter jet is expensive, and there's always the risk of delays and cost overruns. Can Turkey keep the Kaan project on track without breaking the bank? These are just some of the questions that still need answers. But hey, that's what makes it all so exciting. The Kaan has the potential to be a game changer, but it still needs to prove itself. So buckle up, aviation fans, because the journey's just beginning. So the Kaan's first flight is definitely exciting news, but it's important to remember that it's just the beginning. The future of this fighter jet and its potential impact is still unfolding. Stay tuned, because we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one.